All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chiefs Chat with the Guys. It's me, I'm Wild Bill, with my buddy Chad there on the split screen. What is
Good.
up, everybody?
What is going on there, Bill? Ready for another playoff game? Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. Win, lose, or draw this week. I'm not going to go give death threats to a kicker or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say thank you, Chiefs. We'll be in it every year as long as we have Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Everybody's doubting the Chiefs again, just like they did with the Buffalo game.
Yeah.
Um, all even most people that are not Chiefs fans are doubting us and they want us to lose. Baltimore's, we'll talk about them here in a little bit. They're a great team. When I
Yeah.
first watched them play, I told one of my friends that used to live down here in Sarasota, Florida, that's originally from the Baltimore area. I said, man, they're good. They're going to be good this year. And I was right.
Yep.
So I just hope they're not good enough to beat us this weekend. But like I said, I'm not going to whine and cry. I will be
Yeah.
thank the Chiefs after season. Then we go to a Super Bowl win.
Yep.
That's what I want. I want to see one time back to back. That would be awesome.
That would be
Uh,
excellent. I mean, it hasn't been done in a very long time. Back to back Super Bowl wins. Would they say that was back in the 80s or 90s? I can't
no,
remember.
it's 2000s of Patriots. I think 04 and 05. Not
Okay.
correct. Make comments in the comment section. Let us know. But it was the Patriots with Tom Brady. So the last time it was done.
Okay.
So almost 20 years
Well,
ago.
let's have Mahomes break that record, do a three-peat. I'm all
That
for it.
Hey, yeah, I
First
am
time in
too.
a row. Woo! That would
Now,
solidify him as the GOAT of all time. I'm
oh
telling
yeah,
you. I mean, his stats are already showing him that he's blowing all these guys out of the water. I mean, he's beating their records in half the time.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me ask you a conspiracy theory.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you think about the? And you and I were sent this to each other about the color coded and that thing we saw. Who was going to be in the Super Bowls? What do you think about that? Do you think that's true or, or rigged or?
I didn't think that it would be possible. I never thought that would be possible until this season. I'm really starting to wonder because I didn't know that the NFL uh, re renamed themselves as an entertainment business, kind of like the whole wrestling industry went to entertainment instead of a sport.
Right.
Like WWE. You know, yeah, we knew that it was somewhat scripted. We didn't know to the extent that it was scripted.
Yeah.
And now we've got guys that are saying, "Oh, we've got the script. We know what's going to happen. They're going to play. They're going to call this play, this play, this play, and so and so is going to catch the ball, run it down 60 some yards for a touchdown." And then it happens.
Right.
So, I mean, that's freaking me out. I don't like that. If that's the way football is, if it's going to come out that it's scripted, they're going to lose a majority of their fans overnight if that's legit. Because if it's scripted and it's not real, there's no reason for me to even watch anymore.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case. I do believe there's point shaving and the refs influence a game for that. For
Yeah.
that, but as far as who's going to win, who they want to win, I hope I'm like you. I hope that it's because it runs the product.
It does.
Okay.
I mean, I'm so frustrated with this because I sent that video to you last night of the guy saying that, he even gave the exact score of what he said the games are going to be.
Right.
And, I sent it to you just so that way we would have proof to look back on to see if it really was that. It really ends up being that.
Right.
Because he
Well,
was saying that they were going to actually throw certain plays, they were going to actually do certain plays, and that play was going to be a touchdown. This play was going to do this. They're going to be set up for a field goal. He was very specific on how the game was going to go.
well, we'll see if that. What they're saying is this Super Bowl they're picking the Ravens and the 49ers.
Yeah.
To that conspiracy theory, we'll see if that checks out. Now that doesn't mean that it's true, but then you have to start thinking: is that is that part of the script coming true?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, there was also they're also saying that because of how it's looking that way, they're going to have to change it up now because they don't want to show that it's scripted, so they got to change it now. So something else is, so there's going to be an upset somewhere. One of those teams isn't going to make it because they have to show that it's not been scripted out from the beginning of the season.
right.
So I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen here. I just know that if it's really scripted up, it's going to just destroy the game for so many of us.
Right. Well, I'm going to go with I think the Reds tried to change the outcome of the game. I'll go with that definitely. I'm not going to go with the scripted just yet. I want more proof. Uh, I want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when that time comes, we find out. Of course, we'll have a show on it, and we'll be going off about it. But
Yeah.
you know, it's I've had conversations with family and friends that they love the NFL, and they're thinking, I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
But it's you think about it though, how many bad calls there was in all the games this year.
Yeah.
Um, and
I,
obvious calls on either
yeah.
side. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. I really think that a lot of these uh, bad calls are to help, the sports betting.
Oh,
It's
most definitely.
it's starting to really look that way,
Yeah.
and I don't like this. I don't like how some of this crap is turning out. Um, you know, hey, you want to bet on a game? I'm all for it. You want to bet a beer? You want to bet tacos? You want to bet money? You go ahead and do it. But to actually set up, all these apps and everything where so many people can now bet like that, Vegas style betting, that just, to me, that's extreme. And
Right.
that's exactly what it sets up, is that it sets up everything to, it sets everything up to be, you know, cheating, and it sets up all the,
Sets up all the point differential between, they
yeah,
want to keep the score close or to a
yeah.
certain spread. If it's 10 points, they want to keep it within 10 points because they're going to lose their butt on the gambling.
I mean,
So
yeah, I mean, they're going to have to modify the game. They're going to have to change how things are done to get the specific outcome that they want.
right.
And that's ridiculous. I I I definitely don't agree with it. I don't like it.
Uh,
I have a big issue with it. I really do.
yeah. Well, we'll talk more about this on down the road. Because we'll see what happens this weekend in the playoffs, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Um, you know, Now we're going on to the Buffalo game, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think the Chiefs, if not scripted, I don't think the Chiefs have played their best ball yet. I think they played their B plus game because of the turnover on the 1 yard line by McCole Hardman. They should have ran that right up the middle, and they would have had a touchdown. They should have won by 10 points.
Yeah.
You're gifted something, fake punt, then you need to take full advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean they did real good. Even now what the MVS even he made some plays, so he actually caught the ball. I mean,
Right.
he actually caught the ball. I mean, just
Hard catches too. They weren't easy
he
catches.
caught the dang ball. I It blew
Yeah.
my mind. I'm like, don't throw to him. Don't. He caught it. What? Blew
I
my
thought I
mind.
was, I thought I was drinking too much beer at first, man. I was like, oh, he did one, and then showed one hand that, hey, I caught this.
Blew my
So
mind. I couldn't believe it.
yeah, yeah. So and then so they did that. They caught the ball.
Hmm.
They had that one. Was it one turnover that really cost them a touchdown? Luckily, they pulled it out. And they ran the ball really good.
Yeah,
That's what that's what they have to do at Pacheco. They need to defend the run better, but I think they're going to be prepared this week a little bit better than they were with Josh Allen.
I
So
think so. I mean, you know, it it just seems like coach is always, you know, coach really gets everybody going and gets them really good and prepared for the game. I mean, they always make their adjustments for whatever team they need to do. It may take him a few plays to really get into the groove at the beginning of the game against that different player or that different team and specific players. But I mean, it just seems like no matter what, um, the Chiefs get their uh, get everything adjusted so they can, you know, play their game the way they need to.
right, and we are the villain, of course. Got a lot of haters, national broadcasters like Skip Bayless always putting down the Chiefs. You can win the Super Bowl right there, and he would say, "Ah, you guys suck." So we're gonna have people that don't dislike us, and that's whatever. Um, but we pulled the game out, and you know they were throwing snowballs. They were, you know,
Yeah,
pretty
throwing
rowdy bunch.
snowballs, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs. I mean, it was ridiculous all the stuff that was getting thrown around out there. I mean, you could just watch during the game and see all this out on the field.
Sure.
I'm sorry, but I that doesn't happen like that at Arrowhead. I saw um, there was two guys at Arrowhead. They were playing around, throwing snowballs at each other, and I mean they were only a few feet away from each other, so it's not like they were hauling way back and fast pitching towards each other. They were just lobbing them back and forth, just playing around. They both got escorted out of the stadium because they had a no tolerance for throwing snowballs. Even though they were just,
Yeah.
tossing them from a few feet away, they still got removed.
Yeah. Exactly.
And to me, that was excessive. But I understand that's their rules, but to me, that was extremely excessive. They should have been to knock it off, guys. Sit down, have fun.
Yeah. Next
That
time
should
we'll.
have been it. And
Yeah.
you just see the Bills fans throwing snowballs like crazy out on the field the entire game. At first I thought I thought I was just seeing crap. No, it's actual snowballs being thrown the entire game out on the
Yeah.
field.
That's true.
That's wrong. That really pissed me off. That seriously pissed me off. Not only were the Chiefs players getting hit, they were hitting their own players with snowballs.
Yeah. But at the end, they were definitely going for us because they were mad at us.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, they just can't throw. I mean, that's why
yeah.
they were hitting their own players too, because they just lobbing snowballs. And they're like,
Yeah.
whatever, it's out there.
Yeah. It's again, Cincinnati and Buffalo, they hate us. That if they had rocks, they could throw it at us. I mean, that's just the way they are.
Just no class, no class.
No. You know, I understand the frustration of not ever winning a Super Bowl. You know, or you know, because in the '90s and stuff, we would go through the same thing. We'd have a great record, we win our division, and then we
Didn't lose the
remember,
next game.
yeah, we would be one and done. And I remember a kicker named uh, L. Lynn Elliott. I'll go ahead and say it's been years. Okay, Lynn Elliott missed 3 out of 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
If he just hits one more, or he hits half those, and these were like 30, 25 yards. They weren't big things, and he got death threat, or he got ran out of town.
Yeah.
So I understand that. And you think, well, we should have won that game. Well, but you didn't.
Yeah.
So even if we should have scored that one gift wrap, that we stopped the fake punt. We should have had 7 there, so the game would have been over anyways. But even if that, I think Patrick Mahomes goes right down the field in a minute 45 seconds or whatever, and they get a field goal and they win it anyways.
Yeah.
So you guys, that's just the way Buffalo is. That's the way. I'm pretty sure Cincinnati would have done the same thing. Would have thrown snowballs at us.
Yeah.
Because they don't like us either. What was did you have a favorite play or anything during the Buffalo Bills game? A great moment that you liked?
Well, I mean, just I really enjoyed how they were actually making plays and making things happen. I mean, it was just like watching, last year's Chiefs again. For the most, I mean, it was just like they're finally playing their heart out. They're finally putting it out on the field and really making it happen. And as a fan, that's all we want to see every game. That's all we want to do. We want to see our Chiefs out there on the field playing their A game, every snap, every kick. Just regardless, we want to see them putting everything out there, and
executing.
It made such a great game. It made it so good. I loved it.
Right.
So for me as a fan, I just thanks Chiefs. That was awesome. I hope we keep it up tomorrow because that was great.
Yeah. Please subscribe, like, help us push this content out there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, please do it. Please. And we got more subscribers, right?
We picked up a few more subscribers. So thank you for subscribing and help us like all them videos, share the videos, help get us out there, share them on your YouTube, TikTok, whatever, get us out there and we'll get her going, man.
Yeah.
We'll get everything going and get out there and we're going to be doing some major changes here this year, here pretty quick, before it gets into baseball season and we'll still be talking about the Royals, so we may take a few weeks off here and there, but we may take a little bit of time off, and then when baseball season starts, we'll be back up and doing 1 or 2 videos a week and talking about the Royals and how things are looking, how the future's looking with the Chiefs, and so we'll be back to Chiefs and Royals chat, I believe. And
well, I'll be.
They're going.
We'll be doing individual content too as well to keep it going from week to week. That way I can get more subscribers. I want to get to the Q&A. So we'll get there, and Bill and I are gonna try to. We're still looking for that third person. So
and the fourth person.
Yeah, if we get fourth, We get people interested, and then all of a sudden they're too busy. So
Yeah.
we both have different jobs. This is something we like to do. Um, so the Buffalo game was. I'm so glad people want to compare these other quarterbacks to our quarterback. Um, you'll never get the numbers that quick like he did.
Yeah.
So, is there any other part of the game that you want to talk about on the Bills? Is there anything that you want to share? I think I'm
Um,
pretty much done with that. Unless
there's
you
just
got
been
something.
a lot of there's just been a lot of late hits and over the top hits going on with almost every team here lately. You know, we don't want to see any of the players getting hurt, and I really hope that settles down because I know tempers get flaring when you're out there on the field and you're all pushing and fighting. I get it. I mean,
Right.
back in grade school, middle school, high school, I played sports some, and you know, I know how you get that fired up feeling, and you can sometimes get carried away. And
Right.
so some of these really, really big late hits and stuff are pretty excessive. So, um, I mean, we're going to have to definitely keep an eye on a lot of that and hope that nobody gets hurt because nobody needs that. I mean, there's already a huge injury list for both teams.
Yes.
Good grief.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead and get into the injury report
Yeah.
for the next game, yeah, you see a lot of excessive hitting, and
Yeah.
nobody needs to end their career on something that doesn't need to be, you know, done. So
Well, yeah. I mean, when it's one thing when you're playing the game and you're tackling a guy and you both go down and he rolls an ankle or something because of, uh, when you're tackling the guy and you actually you actually fall down on his ankle or something, that's one thing. But, when you have a, 2 second late blow from a guy just blasting into you after 2 seconds after the bell or the whistle, you know, that's, there's no call for it.
right.
And you get an injury that way. No. So, all right. Well, let me see what we got here. Okay. So we've got Derek Nadi. He's got a tricep injury, did not practice um, this week. He's out. Sky Moore is also out because of his knee injury. Trey Smith, he didn't practice Wednesday, but he was there Thursday and Friday. He's still, well, it says minus sign, so I think he's still questionable. Mike Edwards, he's still on concussion protocol. He didn't practice Wednesday, limited practice Thursday, and then full practice on Friday. So he's questionable. Hopefully he can be. Hopefully he can be there with us. Chaco, this one got me. He's still got the ankle toe. He didn't practice Wednesday and Thursday, limited on Friday, so he's questionable for today. Joe Thuney with the pec strain, he's out.
That one's gonna hurt right there. That's
That one's not going to be good. Willie Gay Jr., he's still fighting that neck. He was limited Wednesday, Thursday, didn't practice Friday, so he's questionable. With him not practicing Friday, I'm wondering if I don't think he's going to be there, and that's not going to be too good.
right.
In Gabbert, with that oblique strain, he was limited, and then Thursday, Friday, full practice. So That one we don't know about yet. L'Jarius Sneed with his calf. He was limited practice all week. He's still iffy. Prince Tega Wanago quad. He was full practice, but he's still out for the game. I think they're trying to save him for the Super Bowl if we get there. Hopefully,
it shows him out of the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow, because they were saying he might come back, but okay.
Well, right here it says out, so maybe that's changed and they just didn't update it.
No, they probably. You're right. They probably had updated it to out. So.
Trent McDuffie ankle. He was full practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Nothing down on what he's going to be there. Wayne Morris concussion, full practice, but nothing there if he's going to make it. Omenahu with the wrist, he's full practice all week, and he's nothing there, questionable, I guess. Rashee Rice is fighting that hamstring. He's questionable. Kadarius Toney, he's questionable with that hip. MVS oblique. He was full practice, and it's unknown. So I mean, he did a good game last week. He actually made some catches. So I mean, maybe he can do that again this week if he's there tomorrow.
He played good in the playoffs last year, so hopefully it continues.
If he can't do anything this tomorrow and Super Bowl Sunday, he's got to be cut from the team. There's no reason to pay $11 million and I'm only catching like 6 balls all season.
Look, not good enough. Whatever it is.
No, he's last in the league for catches. So
wow,
time to go. Bye. Not worth the money. And then Joshua Williams, he's got a bad knee, full practice, and he's questionable. So with the Ravens, we've got Mark Andrews, tight end. He's got a bad ankle. He was full practice. He's questionable. Marlon Humphrey, cornerback, calf, limited practice Wednesday, Thursday, and then full on Friday. Questionable. Delshon Phillips, he's got a bad shoulder. He was limited all week, and he's doubtful. Tylan Wallace, he's got a bad knee, didn't practice Friday, limited. He's questionable. And Rock Yassin, bad knee. He limited practice, didn't practice full practice. So he's questionable also. That's it for Baltimore Ravens. I thought there was a few more, but it looks like they were removed. So it looked for the injury report. I mean, ours is 3 times as long. So we've got a lot of players that are out. Yeah. So that's really going to make it difficult for us.
Right. So here's the deal, Bill.
Yeah.
Here's what the Ravens have going for them. They're playing at home. Yeah. They haven't been to the Super Bowl in a while, and they're a little bit more healthy and
a lot more healthy.
They played a little bit better this year. However, the pros for the Chiefs are one is I think the Chiefs have played better on the road. There's less pressure on the Chiefs to win or not at home. There's all the pressures on Baltimore to perform at home.
I think the Chiefs put a lot of pressure on themselves too, but I know a lot of us fans, we're putting pressure on them to win just because we want to see them go to the Super Bowl. And
expectations are high.
Yeah, expectations are always high for the Chiefs because we know they can do it. So, right. I mean, I'm really hoping. I'm really, really, really hoping that we can do it. I mean, I'm excited. I'm ready. I really hope they can pull this one out because that'll be great.
Right. I will say that Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar Jackson. I think it's a good quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk a lot of crap. He compliments Mahomes all the time. he just goes out there and plays.
Yeah.
And so I can respect that. But Mahomes is the X factor in this game.
Yeah.
It makes the offense better. The experience. But win, lose, or draw, we will be back next year again. So,
Oh yeah.
What are the keys for you for the Chiefs to win this game?
They have to have a solid running game. Have to. They've got they're ready. I think they're the Ravens are set up better to stop the passing game than the running game, I think. Especially, I've never really understood, how a team will 3/4 of the time try to run the ball straight up the middle. Because, it just seems to me when you try to run it straight up the middle, you get fewer yards normally than if you go to the side. And, I can see that if you got that play where you got your guys blocking properly and they open up that window right in the middle and that guy can run right through. I get that, but it just seems to me like it never, well, not say never, but it almost never works out to where they can get more than just a few yards. We've seen some great plays here this season where the Chiefs guys will go right down the middle and all of a sudden they break through the crowd and they're down for 15, 20 yards. But those are few and far between. I think from what I've seen, I'm not a huge statistician at all by any means. I don't really look at all those numbers and that's not me. But I think that the guys are getting more yards when they're running on the outsides or running that slant pattern. When they get out to the sides, I think they're getting more yards that way. I don't know for sure, but from what I've seen, it looks that way to me. So,
well,
I would like if somebody's out there that knows, the yards, center, left or right side of the field. I would love to hear that one. I haven't seen. I was trying to look that one up the other day, but my Google Foo isn't the best on that one. So I would like to know.
Well, I would like to comment on that. For one thing, Pacheco can do both. He's fast enough to run around the side, and he can take it up the middle. Number two, of course, one of our offensive linemen, Joe Tooney, is going to be out. So we'll see if the substitute, I think Austin, I have to look it up who's taking over. But those three guys in the middle are really good at the run game in the middle.
Yeah. Well, Pacheco's ones that I've seen run down the middle and get those big yards.
Yeah.
So,
toward the end of the game, they wear them out, and that's when it's good up the middle. Yeah. But I think they just need to have more of a balance, like you said, running to the outside.
Yeah.
And it's depending on how they're doing their defense too.
Yeah.
If
their defense is putting up that brick wall and won't let anybody through, then you got to start throwing it. But you got to mix it up. You just can't throw the ball, and you just can't run the ball every time either. So
no. But if you like you said, one of the keys is the running game, whether it's to the outside, inside, or short passes, screen passes, because if they start blitzing, of course Mahomes is good against the blitz, but that'll slow down the blitz.
Well, he can't be pressured every play though, because it seems like that's what a lot of these teams are doing. They put pressure on Mahomes every snap, and you're supposed to put pressure on the quarterback, but it's like it's excessive every snap, just to try to get him to throw that ball quicker.
Right.
So,
well, one of my keys to besides play a good run defense with a defense, I think run blitz the heck out of Lamar Jackson defensively.
Yeah.
Do that. Keep him from beating you on the ground and make him throw the ball. You got great corners. You have excellent corners. And get him down on the ground.
Yeah.
2, Travis Kelce needs to have a big game.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he also, we got to be able to get him to where he's not being double and triple teamed the entire game too.
And
So
Rashid Rice is that guy that needs to make that happen.
yeah, I mean, if MPS is playing, he's got to step up. He has got to step up and earn his damn paycheck.
Right.
On this channel we try not to cuss, but every so often it happens.
I didn't. So now I get to say damn because
I just
now I got to catch up to you.
well, I mean, we try to be family friendly on here, so
we're even now.
He has got to step up and earn his paycheck. He has been so overpaid; it's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, in the past he's been a good player. This year, he's the worst. Literally, statistically, he is the worst, and the Chiefs have got to make a change. I don't know. I had heard somebody say on one of the other YouTube channels that they were talking about giving him another chance next year.
Now,
can the Chiefs afford to give him another chance next year? Can they really do that? I mean, when you've got good players and you got experience, yes, keep him. He's got experience, but this is the worst I've ever seen of him. He can't catch the ball except for last game. He finally caught what, 2 or 3?
2. That's it.
I mean, yes, they were key plays, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think this game is worth his $11 million at all.
I don't see him being here. I see them changing it up. Most of them, I think they're going to have some new receivers in here. Win, lose the Super Bowl or not go to the Super Bowl, even if they win the Super Bowl or whatever, they're going to change that receiving core. There's no way.
Yeah.
That costs them the number 1 seed and not playing at home.
Yeah.
And it could cost them this game because we've been playing the last 2 or 3 games better. Okay. But against Baltimore, maybe get away with 1 turnover and when the turnover is, but you gotta catch the ball and get the momentum, keep the momentum. If you do that, you have a good chance of winning the game.
Yep. Yeah, this was sad. I mean, you got high hopes for these players, and sometimes they just can't keep it going. I mean, it's like with the on the sports guys on TV. Oh, dang it, I forgot his name. He said that maybe it's time for him to hang up the cleats. Maybe it's time for him to be done. He did good until this last year, and it's starting to sound like maybe it's time for him to go.
Who's that?
MVS. Maybe it's time for him to hang it up and go.
Well, he did the same thing with the Packers. He dropped a lot of passes.
Yeah.
I mean, he made some big plays, but he dropped. He had Aaron Rodgers thrown to him. So, but anyways, those are the keys to the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs to win. I think it'd be by 1 score. Whether it's I think if Patrick Mahomes is playing this A+ game, I think we're winning this game, unless you drop like 6 passes and turn it into a pick 6 or something stupid like that happens. Hopefully that will not happen.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I hope. I mean, I think that it's going to be a close game, unless if there's hardly any mistakes, if the Chiefs can keep the Ravens slowed down and not let them score like we've seen them do at times. If the Chiefs can outscore them and keep them going like they normally do, then the Chiefs should be able to just get them by, at least a touchdown and a field goal. As long as the defense keeps them, as long as the defense keeps them slowed down and doesn't let them just run up and down that field. I mean, because they were talking about how the Chiefs outscore the Ravens and how the Chiefs defensively are keeping teams from scoring as much. Their defense is just keeping the score down better than the Ravens did also. So I'm really thinking that the Chiefs will come out on this one as long as things go, properly and they're not having issues with, missing plays. So.
Yeah, well, it's we will find out tomorrow. It's I'm glad it's an earlier game. And
Yeah.
then after that it'll be the Lions and the 49ers. So
What
we'll
time
see
is
what
it
happens.
taking tomorrow Central Time? It was.
Yeah, I think it's 3 o'clock Eastern, so it's 2 o'clock your time, I believe.
Yeah, I was thinking it was about that. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's be good. And then then we got game number 2 after that. So.
Right. Yeah. So again, subscribe, like, come on, let's get this going because I want to do some Q&As.
That's right. We can start doing some live videos and
Yeah.
have people sending us messages and stuff, and we can answer right then and there.
Yeah. Tell them what we think. So, like I said, win, lose, or draw. I love my Chiefs. If the season ends tomorrow, be getting ready for the next season already. So hopefully we keep it going. 2 more wins, and we could win another chip. So I'm hoping that happens. If not, again, we'll be in it every year. So, and people.
Oh no, you just froze on me.
So anyway,
Oh, there you are. You froze on me there for a second.
Oh, froze on you. I heard something. Did you hear the audio still?
No, you cut out.
Okay. Like I said, I don't care about it being. I want it to be a dynasty. But I don't care about that. I just care about Super Bowls. All right,
Yeah.
Super Bowl wins and having a chance to get there every year. That's all I care about.
There you go.
So I'm thankful that after going through the '90s, we have a chance to do that. And football's fun to watch. So, you ready to do the picks?
Sure.
Or you have any final thoughts of the Ravens and Chiefs game?
No, I just hope that both teams go out there and just play their best game. Just, I want to see a battle. I want to see just complete, absolute battle royale, and I want to see a great, phenomenal game. That's it.
Well, I want to see the Ravens fumble a lot. I'm just joking, but yeah, I want to see a good game.
Yeah,
and I want to see the Chiefs. I want to see the Chiefs play their best game of the year tomorrow.
exactly.
That's what I want. I want end zone, red zone. I want it to be better than it's ever been. I want our defense to come out and play out of their minds.
Yeah, I want both teams to put it all out on the field, wear themselves absolutely out, so that way there's no question at the end when the Chiefs come out on top that the haters, most of the haters, can just shut up because I'm so fed up and irritated with all these guys that no matter how good the Chiefs are, they're not good enough to them.
Yeah.
I'm
A lot
tired
of
of
trolls. A lot
it.
of
I'm
haters, a lot of
so
trolls.
tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the Chiefs to play their absolute A++ game. I'm ready for the Ravens to step up and give it to us, so that way everybody can just finally say, wow, did you see the Chiefs play that game? That's all. That's what I want to see. I want to see just. I want all the haters to say, "Wow, we were wrong. Look at them go."
Right.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. That'd be dream come true.
Fantastic. I love it.
Yep.
All right. Let's go to last week's picks and see where we did that. I think we did pretty good on those.
Alrighty.
I got them right here if you want me to just go ahead and say it.
Sure.
Okay. 49ers and Packers. 49ers won. I believe you picked the Packers. So, but then we both, okay, so I got that one. And then we both picked the Ravens to win their game.
Okay.
Against the Texans. We both picked Kansas City to win. And we both picked the Lions. We did pretty good on it. So the question is, we only have down to 2 more games.
That's right.
So you got the Lions and 49ers. Who are you picking, Bill?
See, to me, this is another one that can be 50-50. I mean, right down the middle, this one's going to be a close one, I think. I don't think either team's going to blow the other out of the water. I mean, if it does, that'd really, really surprise me.
Right.
I really think this is going to be probably like a 3 to 5 point game. It's going to be close. I would even be surprised if this one didn't even go into overtime. So, I don't know. I mean, this one, I was thinking about it earlier, and I'm like, who do you really want to go for? And
I'm picking the 49ers by 3 points. Like it's going to be close.
Yeah.
And they're at home. I think that'll make a little bit of difference there.
So it is at 49ers?
Yeah, it's in San Francisco.
Okay. Yeah, since it's a home game for them, I'll go ahead and go with 49ers also. It just, for me, I just wasn't sure on which one to go for because I had a feeling this was going to be a close game. So
Now you got KC and the Ravens. Of course, I want to pick Kansas City. Pick by 7 points.
Yep. Yeah, I think they'll get, by a touchdown.
Yeah, I think the defense will be better this week.
Yes.
And more prepared this week. And they'll be coming after Lamar Jackson. And I think Patrick Mahomes is the X factor. So.
Absolutely.
Now,
you can't ever count Mahomes out. Even when he's injured and hobbling around like last season. You can't count him out because he's gonna make it happen one way or another.
This is true. Again, any of these teams can win. They're the top 4 are these are the top 4 best teams in the NFL. They are that good. So,
well, as the saying goes, any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Right, exactly. Sometimes it's all about how the ball bounces. Okay,
yeah, literally.
And your execution as well. So good luck to the Chiefs. I can't wait till tomorrow, and we'll put out a video next week. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, good luck to all 4 teams. Here's for hoping and praying no injuries, and everybody comes out and plays their tip-top game, so that way we can actually see a great game that isn't scripted. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So let's keep her going, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's have some awesome football.
That sounds great. I do not have any more final thoughts. I just want to see a win here, but if not,
Right.
we'll survive.
Oh yeah. So if I've been thinking here the last few days or this last week, if we can get next season, if we can get our subscribers have some really good followers and get a lot more interaction from our fans. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do a watch party or two. I can get out the smoker. We'll have some killer barbecue. We'll invite some people out. We'll, anybody that's out there wants to come on out. We'll have killer barbecue and watch the game together. We'll just sit out here, record it live, and record and share our reactions to the game live. I think we'd have a blast with that.
Sounds like a winner to me.
So hopefully we can make that happen.
Do it.
That's a plan.
All right. Well, we will see you guys after the game. We will put out a video.
Absolutely.
All right, rock on.
All right, take it easy, everybody out there. We will talk at you here soon. Just remember to like and subscribe, share the videos. Please help us get out there. We're doing quite a bit out here. We're sacrificing time that we could be out working and doing other things, but time with our families, just so we can have some content and have some fun with you guys. Just put it out there, and hopefully everything will get better, be better for all of us, and we can have some fun and do drawings and tons of other stuff. So, yeah, let's keep going.
Sweet.
But yeah, we will have some fun here, fellas. So everybody take her easy, and I will see y'all next video. So take it easy, and we'll see y'all next time. All right. Take her easy, everybody. We will see you on the flip side.
Peace out.